sorry, hi. We're the Smear Test Mermaids!
Yeah! This is our first ever podcast.
Yeah. Well, you're lucky.
How about that? Why don't you just take a while, let that
take
sink
a moment
in.
to sink in. You're actually hearing our voices.
I know.
In your ears.
This is heavy stuff.
We've got a few topics we want to discuss today. We haven't really got a theme to our podcast. We just talk about shit, really.
Lots of complaining.
We've been friends for quite a while, and we've always said that our conversations are pretty epic. Not to sound big-headed, but we do. They are.
Yeah. It's just the truth, People need to know.
Yeah, it needs to get out there. So we thought we'd start recording them, and if anyone wanted to listen and join in with it, then you're more than welcome. More than welcome.
As long as we deem you appropriate for our podcast.
Oh yeah, you've got to be mega cool and that.
You have to come to an audition. So yeah, I don't know if it's a good idea right now, but maybe we'll get back to you. Yeah.
Sorry. Let's give us a little background here. We're in a bedroom on a pretty big bed.
Yes, we are. Today.
Sorry, I'm just peeling off. Why have you not removed this plastic off your laptop? Why have you lived with that and not peeled that off? Oh god, that's amazing, peeling that off.
We're not supposed to have that on there.
Well, why would you leave it on there?
I don't know, I thought it was... You have to peel it off now!
People like you drive me insane. It's like when you leave...
No, the tags come off.
But no, you're going to get new mobile phones and people leave the film on the screen.
Oh, no,
I'm just like, what are you doing? Take it off.
No, I hate that. I can't live with that. But I thought this was supposed to be, and then I peeled it, and then I got worried. I thought, oh no, maybe I'm not supposed to do that, so I left it, and here we are. My life is like this.
Maybe we should start talking about stuff, because now we're sounding like Radio 1 when I talk about shit all day.
We're doing well so far. First podcast. We're slagging everyone off.
Guys.
Souls of Fern Cotton. We love you, really, babes.
The Kooks.
Skills.
Mumford and Sons.
Oh my god.
The Killers. I have tattoos.
Yeah. Such a rock star.
Well, we kind of touched on music there. That's one of our topics, actually.
Yeah.
We want to just maybe discuss about embarrassing bands that we like and still listen to now, which technically in the world of coolness we shouldn't really like, and the first ever music that we bought when we were younger.
Yeah.
Back in those days, it was cassette tapes.
Aww, simpler times.
From Woolworths. I don't know if you've ever heard of Woolworths. That was a shop.
It was like 99p for a cassette tape.
Oh,
and you got B-sides on that shit.
Nothing buys you what for 99p apart from the pound shop.
Exactly, and it's best not to go in there.
I find it really good for shower puffs.
Shower puffs.
Yeah.
Oh my god, Tony calls them fanny scrubs.
Oh no, don't do that. It's a bit scratchy.
Like scourers.
Oh, imagine.
No dead skin on that.
Oh, ouch. No skin at all.
Yeah, just tissue and bone.
Oh, how I like my women. Sorry, music.
We might have to cut some of this out afterwards. I don't know. We'll see.
Do you even know how to do that? Because I don't.
No. We'll figure it out. Either way, you're just going to have to live with this shitty makeshift.
Just fast forward. It's fast forward. I probably fast forward a minute from now. Here we go.
Let's fast forward it now. And now you're living with this. Fast forward.
Oh, sorry. Right,
many laughs.
What one do you want to start off with? First music?
My god, we've been talking for 5 minutes.
Oh, sorry.
I just noticed.
Wasting your time.
Yeah, I've got meetings to go to.
Your bloody idea anyway.
I'm joking.
Oh,
I got a missed call.
Oh, wow.
Sorry, we're going to have to stop this podcast.
Kayla is a missed call.
Yeah, it's really important stuff.
Anyway, oh my god, yeah, I'm trying here. I'm just getting nothing.
You give? you give, and then nothing. I just feel empty inside.
No one likes me.
This is why we're doing a podcast. One day someone will listen to us.
One day we'll have real friends.
They won't even be real friends, they'll just listen to us. They won't actually speak to us in person.
They're just interested in us for the fame.
Yeah,
And the money and the women.
Groupies, podcast groupies. Okay, maybe we should actually do the podcast.
Yeah,
right.
First music that you bought when you were a kid. How old do you think you were?
I'd say in like year 5 or year 6. That's when I was allowed to go into Woolworths and pick stuff.
This is Woolworths in
Rustington.
What? There was a Woolworths in Rustington?
Yeah.
Oh, there wasn't there?
Icelanders now, isn't it?
Is it? Or factory?
Oh no, the factory shop.
Yeah,
That's it. Yeah, yeah, the factory shop. It was there, and I think the first one was. It's like one of two. It was either Britney Spears, "Hit Me Baby One More Time," or 5. That Slam Dunk to Funk. If you want to get down, if you've got that feeling, or whatever it is.
Oh yeah, that was a good song.
It was. It really was.
I like that.
How about you?
I think. Well, I went to Woolworths in Worthing because there was one.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Wow.
On Saturday afternoon, you used to go, and I don't know. I think I must have been year 6 or year 7. I don't think I thought I started buying. I think I started buying music quite late, actually.
Yeah.
If you think about it. But yeah, I think I bought "Hit Me Baby One More Time" on cassette, or Andy Williams to watch the music to watch the girls go by.
Oh my god!
If you don't know who Andy Williams is, you should totally look him up.
Yeah, Google that shit.
Only people look at me really strange. I'm like, yeah, no, it was like he's quite an old singer.
Quite.
But he had released the song because it was on a Peugeot advert.
Why are you defending yourself? No one's asked.
I just feel like I should.
Okay.
No, I'm just explaining the circumstances as to why. Like I said, I wasn't alive in the 60s. Okay, this was 1999 or something.
Alright, settle down.
Anyway, they'd re-released it on a Peugeot advert, and I thought it was the best song ever.
Aww. Actually, I think I remember that song.
It's well good. So it was one of those two on tape. And then the friend that I was with bought Martine McCutcheon, "Perfect Moment."
Wow, that is a good tune.
Yeah,
clearly.
I feel for Martine McCutcheon because I know at that point in her career she was full of hope. she had been very successful as Tiffany in EastEnders.
Oh, Tiff.
And she was moving on from that, thinking, I've got the world at my feet. I'll release a song.
I'm getting somewhere. And now what's she doing? She's bankrupt doing Activia adverts.
Yeah.
I don't really know how to judge. We're in my room doing a podcast, but
well,
hey, at least I'm not Martine McCutcheon.
Am I
right? I'm joking. She is beautiful, but she doesn't know what she's doing in life.
Tragically beautiful.
Martine McCutcheon, tragedy. We should write her biography and send it into the Sunday Mail or something. It sounds like one of those things.
Yeah.
I think maybe we'll have a guest spot next week.
That would be nice. I reckon she'll come back as Tiffany one day. Because Bianca's back now.
That's true, but didn't Tiffany die?
Oh yeah. Wait, Dirty Den died.
That's true, but did he?
Did he? That's the question.
Really? That is life's big question.
Yeah.
I can't remember if she died. I remember she fell down she was pushed down the stairs by
Grant.
Yeah.
Was it Grant?
Yeah, Grant. Bloody hell. That's the same Ross Kemp. But
no,
same
bloke. Grant in my eyes.
Yeah, he'll always be Grant. Or she got run over in the street.
Oh no, I think she got run over. There was definitely some domestic violence there though.
Yeah. Touching stuff.
Bit of the DV.
DV! Do you discuss it so much you have to abbreviate it?
Oh yeah, DV was involved.
Oh, DV.
Oh, what's it?
This
is so uncensored.
This is
raw edition.
No.
Yeah, okay, so that was our first music.
Okay.
Did you play it a lot, or was it, once you bought it, were you...
I played it a lot.
Hit Me Baby One More Time?
Yeah, it was a tune. I remember taking it into school and showing it to a girl who I'm not friends with anymore.
Oh right.
We can't say names on here. Maybe we could have one of those boop sensory things. Anyway, and I was like showing it off, thinking I was really cool. Yeah, I remember that. And also, I remember at Christmas, I was given Aqua, Barbie Girl on cassette.
Oh, classic.
I know, right? And I think they had some good B-sides on that.
Was it on vinyl?
Yeah. 9-inch, or whatever it's called. No, wait, 12-inch.
I
don't know. Something about music.
Something hipstery.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, good for you.
Yeah, thanks.
I miss the days where you would buy something like that and then, you know, you'd share it, but you have to share it physically, not like on the internet or something. You have to bring it in, take it with you somewhere, and then find a cassette player or CD player, and then you made like a dance routine to it at lunchtime. That was the best thing.
Dance routines. I used to do them a lot.
Even that, actually, getting hold of a cassette player was actually impossible, so you just had to sing it on the field.
Yeah.
And like now, if you think about that, kids will just have phones and just find it up on their phones within seconds. That's crazy.
I know. It's like they didn't realise how privileged they are.
No, how good you got it.
Yeah, no. Back in the days.
Back in the day, yeah, it's like we're 25.
Yeah.
As if we're like 50.
Do you remember like when you used to try and tape like the top 40 on the, well, I did, on Sunday afternoons, and like I used to try and pause it before the ads came on, or like before the bloke would start talking.
Yeah.
And that was like the most stressful experience ever. And then if I did it like second to last, I was like, no, I've ruined it. Yeah, I did that a lot.
Don't have to do that now.
No.
Really?
No, I really don't. There's the internet now. But that was fun. What else were we going to discuss?
Oh, bands that we like that we probably shouldn't.
Yeah.
I'm a bit guilty of this, actually.
Yeah.
But I think it's more I just don't actually care.
Yeah, I don't really... I think the pressure now to what's cool and what's not is lifted. Now I'm 25. I don't really give a shit anymore.
Yeah, I remember having to keep quiet about quite a lot of what I was listening to when you're like 16, 17.
Yeah, definitely. It was all a bit like, oh, you listen to them? Oh my god.
Yeah, that's so stupid.
Yeah, who did you listen to then? Well, who do you still listen to? Who
Well,
you're slightly embarrassed about?
I really like Status Quo.
Okay.
And I know they are considered naff.
Naff. Love that word.
It's like the best word ever. I've always wanted to have an argument with someone and just go, oh, naff off!
Oh my god.
I had a Barbie that was called Naff Barbie.
Naff?
I think it's definitely something to do with naff.
The hell?
Naff Barbie. And it was, I don't know what, I didn't
Is that
understand
name?
what the concept was, but she was pretty cool.
Oh, maybe it was ironic Barbie. She's so naff.
She had like a thumb.
She had a thumb?
No, she was like in a pose which was just going naff off.
Oh my god, was she?
No.
Oh. You're being serious.
Dipstick. Oh yeah, can you imagine Barbie?
Oh, will you just naff off already?
You press the button on her belly, naff off.
Cindy, naff off.
With a fag in her other hand.
And a baby. Pregnant belly or something.
Roots showing.
Oh. Crow's feet. Oh, that's realistic Barbie.
Yeah.
Realistic
Oh,
Barbie.
so did you see that picture of someone's drawn on a human, all the dimensions of what a Barbie, real life Barbie would be?
Yeah.
If they were human, and it
really
was like,
deformed.
yeah, basically it's absolutely impossible, and her head would be too big to support. Her body wouldn't be able to support the head, and her boobs wouldn't be able to. She wouldn't be able to walk because she had size 3 feet, but she'd be like 5'10". And so
Just topple over.
she wouldn't be able to walk, and like all her ribs or something like her organs would be up and it's just disgusting.
She'd have like a tiny waist, didn't she?
Yeah, and massive boobs.
Yeah, she was a bit. It's not realistic, kids. Not
No.
realistic. All out of proportion.
I remember like looking at my Barbies and just thinking they were the most beautiful things,
Yeah, me too.
and that's really unhealthy.
I know.
Like looking at their faces, going, they are so pretty.
I know.
And like, it's a plastic doll.
I know it's not real. I remember I had Pocahontas one,
babe.
and I used to stare at her all day, like oh my God.
All day.
Okay, maybe not all day. No, she was so beautiful. And I was like, I wish I looked like that.
I remember looking at Jasmine and she was like
Oh God,
long,
Jasmine.
glossy black hair and like lovely, like massive eyes, and I was just
almond
like,
eyes.
when I grow up, I hope I look like you. I was like, basically not going to lie.
I hope I'm Arabian or
Yeah.
I'm Middle Eastern now. I'm 20. I was white, but I changed.
Isn't the story of Aladdin actually like a Chinese story?
I don't know, actually.
And I don't know why. That's weird that Disney changed that.
They seem to like take like stories like from books, or if they are true, they just like completely bastardize them just to make them like happy for kids.
Yeah, I'm really anti-Semitic. Kayla just took a drink and then spat it out.
No, nearly came out my nose.
I love doing that.
Well, one's anti-Semitic.
Apparently, Pinocchio, the guy that steals him is like drawn as like a typical, well, not typical, but stereotypical Jewish guy, and like he's really evil and like not, it's just like, yeah.
Oh my god. Wow, that's dark stuff. Actually, quite a lot of the Disney movies do have weird undertones. They're a bit creepy.
Yeah, like the penis-shaped towers in the
Yes.
Mermaid's Castle.
Yes.
And it was on the front cover of the video. I'm going to look at my video at home actually, see if it was that one.
I've got an old, I've got a postcard, a Little Mermaid postcard, and I'm pretty sure it's on that, but that's at uni, but like you can see it in the background, it's like penis-shaped.
But I don't understand, like, how immature are the people who work there?
I know, like
Tea Willies!
Yeah!
Let's draw them!
Willy Castle! What was the thing?
But then also in The Lion King, this is a really immature one.
Oh.
How the stars, when he looks up and speaks to his Mufasa in the sky, the stars spell out sex.
That's terrible!
If they did that, it could just be a coincidence, but even if they did that, how immature is that? These guys, I'm assuming that, well, they're adults, aren't they?
Yeah.
And they're just like, let's write sex.
I guess they were
Clearly
spending more
virgins.
time. Yeah, they were spending a lot of time doing like little stories rather than trying to get laid, I think. They're probably still like little boys. What was the one out of Aladdin where he says like, Jasmine, take off your clothes? Or something like that. Under his breath, the genie.
When he's on the carpet and the carpet like raises him up to her balcony, and just before he does, or he's leaving her or something, he just goes, take off your clothes. Take off your clothes.
Oh my god.
Which again is really immature.
That is really sad. Oh,
Bless the Disney
Yeah.
cartoonists.
I know. What's your... Well, I was going to say what's your favourite, but I think I know.
Aladdin.
Yeah.
Although I am like massive fan of all of them.
Yeah, they're all amazing.
They were my childhood.
All about Little Mermaid for me.
Oh yeah, it comes a very close second.
Yeah, and Aladdin, I think that's probably a close second to me.
Yeah.
And Beauty and the Beast is good as well.
Yeah.
But again, that's quite dark. Don't you think?
Yeah, it is actually.
Like, witched. It's like all the way about like underlying morals and stuff, isn't it? Someone said the other day that apparently Ursula in Little Mermaid was supposed to be her aunt or something. Like, apparently they were going to do it as her aunt. I can't remember.
Oh, right.
They didn't. In the
I can
end.
see a connection there because they this is really getting deep now into the story of Little Mermaid. They hinted of some sort of connection between her dad and
Yeah.
Ursula. Like she tried to
Yeah, betray them.
overtake the sea before or something. She's been doing it for a
Yeah.
while. She's been in the game for a while.
She knows what she's doing.
Yeah,
Yeah, she was a bit of a wild card, wasn't she?
yeah.
Don't mess with
I
her.
remember I had to, in the video, to fast forward the bit when she grows into a giant because I found that terrifying.
Yeah, she's like...
She was so scary.
Her voice is like really deep and she does it huge. Is that where she gets stabbed by the ship?
Yeah, it like
Yeah.
punctures her.
I used to think like, that looks so painful.
She like bursts like a balloon.
Yeah, it was really weird. And I used to think like Eric was a bit of an idiot for not realising when... oh my god. Sorry guys, this is a really deep discussion on Disney here, but you know the bit where the wedding day for Ariel and Eric, and then like she like basically the Ursula like just like is like, no, I want to get married, and turns into her or something, doesn't she? Because she has black hair.
Yeah, she'd already turned into it at that point.
Okay.
Oh, that was it, and she was just like, Eric!
She sounded like she'd been smoking like
Yeah.
60 a day.
And he was like, what? And I was like, I felt like shaking him. I was like, for God's sake, it's
Yeah.
obviously the girl that rescued the one with the red hair.
Yeah, and like the shell, remember the shell necklace when like Oh my god, I need to watch this. Alright, we're gonna have to stop this podcast, guys. We've got some Disney to watch. No, but it is an amazing film.
Yeah.
Love it. I
We
think
should probably stop talking about Disney.
yeah, we should.
I could talk about a subject. We should have a podcast just like
a Disney themed.
Yeah,
podcast.
mental note.
Definitely mental.
Definitely mental.
No, we should definitely change it. Oh my god! And our name Smear Test Mermaids. We're talking about a Little Mermaid. It's just too much.
Oh yeah, we haven't really talked about the name. I don't know if we thought it was brilliant because
Yeah.
Think about it. Think about what a smear test is. Think about what a mermaid's got.
Just have a think about that.
Huh?
And
Fucking
they're
genius,
female.
isn't it?
Right?
Huh?
Right? I'm sure you're nodding along at home thinking, these guys are something else. Like, these guys just know what they're doing. But, yeah, maybe we'll just leave you with that today, because we've been talking a long time.
Yeah, you probably lost interest and probably logged off quite a while ago.
You probably left the room.
We'll be doing some more of these, unfortunately.
Oh, that's my dog.
That was a dog.
Hi, dog.
Yeah. Well, we'll see you next time. Thanks for tuning in. Oh, we've got a Twitter if you feel like following.
Yes.
At Smear Test Maid. That's maid as in a girl, MAID.
Yeah. And, yeah, feel free to give us any feedback or whatever, or say hi.
Don't be too abusive though.
Yeah, be nice.
Okay.
Alright.
Bye.
See you soon.
Love you.